So I'll just meanwhile I'll just make some correction. I'll just it's taking some time. Meanwhile, I'll just load few things. For example, what we have to calculate? We have to calculate. We have to calculate delta x, delta y, then 2 times delta y, 2 times delta x, and all. So these points we need to calculate. So how the algorithm is designed? How the algorithm is designed? So 1 second, I'll check some messages there. Okay. So now the first thing is like calculate delta x, delta y, 2 times delta y, 2 times delta y minus delta x, and p naught. So p naught, pk plus 1 when it is less than 0, and pk plus 1 when it is greater than 0, and repeat the process. So now we'll just oscillate between these two screens. So delta x, delta y, 2 times delta x we need to calculate. No, so first thing is we'll start solving the problem. So for in my example, so this is the problem. So I'll take 1 point as 20 comma 10, and another point as 30 comma 18. So in our condition the slope should be less than 1. So that is what we have assumption. So now how to calculate slope? We know that all the rough work, I'll just write it here so it will be easy for me to erase. Slope is given by delta y by delta x. So delta y means difference in y. Difference in y is 18 minus 10 divided by, so this is x naught, y naught. You can take it as x1, y1, the end points. So y1 minus y0, y1 minus y0, 18 minus 10, and x1 minus x0 is 30 minus 20. So it will be 8 by 10, which will be 0.8. So our slope m is our slope m is 0.8. Any doubts so far? M is equal to 0.8. Any doubts? So you should respond. Then only I'll proceed further. So you just unmute. See, don't type it in the message box because I cannot oscillate between the screens. You just unmute from your end. You can tell if this is understood or if you are not understood this point. Slope is 0.8. And any doubt in that calculation? Since slope formula is given by delta y by delta x, so delta y means difference between the y points and divided by difference between the x points. So y1 minus y naught, 18 minus 10, x1 minus x naught, 30 minus 20. So 8 by 10 will be 0.8. Is it understood? Yes or no? Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Slope is clear, right? So now slope is clear. So now we'll calculate. Now we can calculate delta x. See, first thing is load x comma y naught. See, first thing is load x comma y naught into the frame buffer. That is the initial point. After that, we have to calculate delta x, delta y, 2 times delta y, 2 times delta y minus delta x. So that we can calculate later. So now, now the first point is calculation of slope. Calculation of slope is m, and always when m is less than 1, x moves in unit interval, you have to calculate corresponding y value. So that thing you keep in mind. So now I'll just plot few points. Here I need k, pk, then this point x of k plus 1 comma y of k plus 1. So in our example, x is moving in unit interval. So the difference between any 2 points will be 1 only. Like if x is starting here, x is starting at 20. So if x naught is 20, it will be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So from the initial point to final point, x will move in terms of unit interval. So this you can write it down. X is equal to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, like that. But x naught, y naught will be initially loaded. X naught, y naught will be initially loaded. So you don't consider this. So you have to start from x of k plus 1. So if I substitute k is equal to 0, if I substitute x is equal to, sorry, if I substitute k is equal to 0, then the equation will be k is 0. So it will be p naught x1 y1. So initially when k is 0, initially k is 0, pk, pk means p naught. So you need to calculate p naught. So, but before that, you just understand x of k plus 1 means x will move in unit intervals, that is starting from 20 to 30. So this is just for your understanding. This is just for your understanding. The value of x will change only with respect to plus 1. So now slope is being calculated. M I have calculated. X, it is moving in unit interval. Y we should compute. Y we should compute. So now the first one. Now what is the first step? Already I have calculated M. After that I have to calculate delta x. What is delta x? Delta x, difference between y x terms. So delta x is nothing but when difference between x terms, that is 30 minus 20. So 30 minus 20. So delta x will be 10. What is delta y? Delta y will be difference between y, that is 18 minus 10, which will be 8. So you know delta x, you know delta y. So I'll write it somewhere. Yeah, which place? Okay. Delta x 10, delta y 8. So next, if I want to calculate 2 times delta x, 2 into 10, 20. 2 times delta y, 2 into y. 2 into 8 will be 16. So this is how I can calculate. This is how I got the value of delta x, delta y, 2 times delta y, 2 times delta x. Any doubt here? Any doubt with respect to delta x, delta y? See, delta x and delta y means difference between x and difference between y. Any doubt? Yes or no? So unless you respond, I won't proceed further. So that is what I've decided. You should understand and then only I'll proceed further. Any doubt? If you're not responding, I'll just
No,
call your names. Zenith, any doubt, Zenith? Amulya,
no, sir.
Anant Krishna?
No, sir.
Okay. So this part is clear. Now, see, now you're calculated. Now, okay. Now you have calculated delta x, delta y, 2 times delta y, and 2 times delta x you have calculated. So first step, I'll start with P naught. The first step is I have to calculate P naught. So that will be the deciding factor. So that will be the deciding factor. So I'll start from here. I'll calculate P naught. So how to calculate P naught? 1 second, man. Some issue with the system. Just give me a minute. The system is not responding. Just 1 second. Some issue with this Microsoft board only. The others are working fine. Wait for some time. I'll just Let's rectify this. The system is loading, it's taking some time. I'll try to close this Microsoft whiteboard and I'll just resume it back. 1 second. The laptop has hanged. Not able to select the sender task also. Just give me a minute, I'll just restart the system. Sorry for the interruption. Some issue with the laptop. The laptop got struck, due to which even I could not do anything. The application got hanged. So I think that's why you would have could have like what do I tell? So you would have seen some blank screen, or I don't know what was happening, but my laptop was struck. So again, I've opened everything. 1 second. So just go to the slide. We'll just need one algorithm steps, not more than that. So we'll just work out the same problem. So for this is more than sufficient. The steps are sufficient. This I'll take it as a sketch, and I will open the whiteboard. I think there was some issue with this whiteboard. MS whiteboard. Is my voice audible now?
Yes,
These
sir.
two options are sufficient. Okay. So we'll solve quickly. We'll solve quickly. Mm, So like we lost around 10 minutes of time. So if you understand the first few steps, you can repeat the same thing. So there's nothing special about that. Um, I think there is some issue with the whiteboard. So okay. We have calculated m value. We have calculated delta x, delta y, 2 times delta x and delta y. The first step is to calculate p naught. What is the formula to calculate p naught? So p naught is equal to 2 times delta y minus delta x. So p naught is equal to 2 times delta y minus delta x. So it is 2 times delta y, 16. 16 minus 10. So 16 minus 10. So the answer will be 6. So now what is the P naught I have got? So I've got the P naught value as 6. So now what is the next step? Now what is the next step? So P naught value I've got it as 6. So line will start from k is equal to 0. If P naught is greater than, like if P naught is P naught which I've got as 6. So if it is greater than 0 means I have to select this point. I have to select this point. So P1 will be P1 will be P naught plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x. So this is the formula which I have to calculate. And delta x, what is the delta x value? The delta x value is given by 10. So it has to be this process, this step has to be repeated 9 times, because I know that delta x is 10 and I have to repeat this process 9 times. So let's start with that. So initially we'll maintain this table. P naught I've got it as 6. So what will be P1? So initially when k was 0, what is the P naught I got? P naught I got it as 6. So P naught I got it as 6. So since P naught is greater than 0, since P naught, this P naught is greater than 0, so when it is greater than 0, which points have to consider? When it is greater than 0, have to consider x of k plus 1, y of k plus 1. So if P naught is greater than 0, then I have to consider this point. So P naught greater than 0, consider k plus 1, I plus 1. That means I'll substitute k with 0. So if P naught is greater than 0, here k is 0. So it will be x of 0 plus 1 will be x1 comma y1. So what is x1 y1? That you know that x0, x will move in unit interval. So x1 will be, first it is 20, it will be 21. So y1, so y has started with 10. So next will be, you are selecting the point y of k plus 1, that means y11. So the next pixel will be 11. Why 11, sir? Means you know that y of k plus 1 can be written as yk plus 1. So initially yk was 10. That means yk means y0. Here I need 0. So for that substitute k is equal to 0 means y1 is equal to y0 plus y1. So it will be 10 plus 1, 11. So initially the first point you will get it as initially the first point you will get like this only. Initially the first point you will get it in this manner, 2011 comma 21 comma 11. So after this you need to calculate P1. So what is the formula to calculate P1? P1 is equal to, here P of k plus 1 is equal to Pk plus 2 times delta y minus delta x. So P of k plus 1 is equal to Pk plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x. So Pk, if I put 0, I'll get P1. P1 is equal to P naught plus 2 times delta y. 2 times delta y 16. 2 times delta x 20. 20. So it will be 6 plus 16 minus 20 minus 4. 6 plus 6 plus, check the calculation, 6 plus 16 minus 20. 6 plus 16 is 22. 22 minus 20 will be 4. So P1 will be 2. So when, now how to plot this? So now how to plot this? So when k is 1, when k is 1, what is the P1 value? 2. So now it will be 1 no. So this will become x2 comma y2. So x2 comma y2. So what is x2? For this you have to add 1. For this you have to add 1 means it will be 22. Now in order to decide y2 value, you have to check this condition. If P1 is less than 0, if P1 is less than 0, you have to select yk. If P1 is greater than 0, you have to select y of k plus 1. So let us see that is given in the algorithm. So less than 0, select yk, greater than 0, select y of k plus 1. So here also it is greater than 0. So you have to consider the next point. The next point means y of k plus 1. Y of k plus 1 means for this previous y of k plus 1, the same thing, yk plus 1. What is the previous value of 11? Sorry, previous value of y, 11. So 11 plus 1 will be 12. Are you understanding this? Yes or no? So unmute and you just answer yes or no. Are you getting
Yes.
this point? Okay, now. So now P0 I've calculated, P1 I've calculated, now P2. So P2 is the same formula. P2 is equal to P1 plus the difference between 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x. See, this will be always constant only, it will not change. Already I have calculated the difference between these two is minus 4. So P2 will be P1. What was my previous value? 2 plus of minus 4. So I'll get the answer as minus 2. When k is equal to 2, P2 will be minus 2. Now for x, add just one value, unit interval. But for y, less than 0. Less than 0 means I'll write it here. I'll write it here. Less than 0 means consider yk. Greater than 0 means consider y of k plus 1. So minus 2 is less than 0. So previous value only I have to copy 12. Is that point clear? Yes? Yes or no? Understood or any confusion? See, P2. P2 is less than 0. No, less than 0 means copy the previous y value as it is. If it is greater than 0 means add 1 to the previous y value. From the table only you can deduce that. Are you getting this? Yes or no? Yes or no? See, respond. Unless you don't respond,
Yes.
I won't go further. So now you have calculated P0, P1, P2. So now I will calculate 3. See, this step has to be repeated till you reach the point 30, because delta x minus 1 times. So total it should be 10 times. So 3 steps are there like this: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times you have to repeat. After this, P2 is now minus 2. So P3 will be P2 plus the difference. The difference is 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x, which you have already calculated to be minus 4. So this difference, I'll write it somewhere: 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x, which is minus 4. I'll write it directly here itself. From next time onwards, I'll write it directly. The difference P2 is equal to P2 plus minus 4. So previous value of P2 was minus 2, minus 2, minus 4. So minus 2 minus 4 will be minus 6. Minus 2 minus 4, I'm getting it as minus 6. So now let me check. First value I got it as 6, then I got it as 12, and minus. Now one mistake, I've made one mistake. Can you identify that? One mistake I've made. So can you identify that? See, purposefully I've made a mistake. So can you identify that? So if you have understood the algorithm, by this time you should have identified that. See, one thing is, see this formula for pk will change. If it is less than 0, one formula. If it is greater than 0, one formula. Now, initially for both the cases, it was greater than 0, it was greater than 0. So the same formula I used. But now here, pk, for this pk, it's less than 0. Now less than 0 means this formula will not work. Less than 0 means we have one more formula. Check this formula. Less than 0 means. Greater than 0 means pk plus 2 times delta y minus delta x. But now minus 2 is less than 0. So I have to consider the first formula. So now P3 will be P2 plus, what is the formula? 2 times delta y. 2 times delta y. So P2 is minus 2. What is 2 times delta y? 2 times delta y is plus 16. So keep this in mind. So this is also one of the area where most of them will do wrong things. So keep it in mind. The formula will change when pk is greater than 0, when pk is less than 0. See, I've done this purposefully so that you people will remember this. So in the examination also, don't repeat this. So keep it in mind. The value of pk will be decided based on its sign. For plus, when it is less than 0, you have one formula. When it is greater than 0, you have one more formula. Is it understood? Is that point clear? So see, purposefully I made a mistake, but no one pointed out that. So now what will be the value of pk? The value of p3. Now p3. Now p3 will be minus 2 plus 16, 14. So now I'll keep it as 14. After this, the formula will remain same. When it is 23, 24, this value is greater than 0. So greater than 0 means add 1 to the previous value. So 13. After this, again I will calculate. Now again check the formula. pk, it is greater than 0. So greater than 0 means um, p4 is equal to p3 plus difference 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x. So 14 plus minus 4. So it will be 10. So 10 plus 1 for the x coordinate. So greater than 0. Greater than 0 means add 1 to the y coordinate, means previous value 14. So after this, calculate p5. How do you calculate p5? How do you calculate p5? p5 is equal to p4 plus, because it is greater than 0, no? Greater than 0 means the same thing, minus 4. So 10 minus 4 will be 6. So now you will get it as 6 plus 1, 26, greater than 0, plus 1 to this again, 15. 15. So after this, p5 you have found out. Again P6. P6 is equal to P5 plus minus 4. See, because there is no change of sign, no, so there is no change of sign means the same file will be, you can use. What is P5? P5 is equal to 6. 6 minus 4. So P6 you will get it as 2. P6 is 2. For this plus 1, since it is greater than 0, 15 will become 16. So this point is also clear. Now P7 is equal to P6 plus minus 4. What is P6? 2. 2 plus minus 4 will be minus 2. So now minus 2. What is P7? Minus 2. Now you be careful here. For x, add 1 less than 0. So copy this as it is 28 comma 16. After this, now pk is minus. Now the formula will change. So P8 is equal to P7 plus 2 times delta y. So P7 is minus 2 plus 2 times delta y is 16. So that it will be 16 minus 2 will be 14. Now P8 will be 14, greater than 0, 29. So here also greater than 0 means 17. Again calculate P9. Calculate P9. P9 is equal to P8 plus the difference formula. Now it is greater than 0, the first formula, delta y minus delta x. So P8 is, what is P8? 14 plus the difference we have already calculated, minus 14. So it will be 10. It will be 10. So if it is 10 means, uh, 10, so 29 will become 30 and 17 will become 18. So that is the end of the end points. So at this point you are stopping because you have executed delta x minus 1 time. That means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 times. Any doubt here? Whether you understood this calculation? See, it depends on pk value, that's all. Based on the pk value will be the pixel position for y will be decided, whether it is the same position or the next position, plus one position. Any doubt? Yes or no? Understood, not understood, confusion, not able to follow this? So the same thing. So you can plot it on this. You can plot these positions on the graph also. So you can take x coordinate from 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, like that till 30. And y also you can start from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like that. If you take this as origin will be 20 comma 10. So you can take it from this point. After this, corresponding the next point will be at 21, 11. After that 22, 12, again 23, 12, the same position, 23, 12. After that 24, 13, 25, 14, 26, 15. So if it is 27 means 27, 16 and 28, 16. So here if I take it as 28, 28, 16. After that 29, 17. If I take it as 29 and it is 30 means 30, 18. So this is how some line will be plotted. So so this is based on the formula. From the formula I've calculated like this. So or if or in on if you want to remember some like you don't want to miss the calculations or you don't want to get confused means, how do you check this? So one thing is like, so you know that k value will be 0 from the delta x. If 10 means you start writing from k, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. After this pk, this you have to calculate. Then x of k plus 1, y of k plus 1. So what is the value of x? 20. So start from 21. From 21 you just write it 21, 22, 23, 24. uh, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So then you start calculating this pk value. So see, pk value will always, it will remain constant. Like, see, initially it was started with 6, no, after that there was a difference of 4, so it will be like 6 minus 4 will be 2, minus 4 of this will be minus 2. So you should be careful whenever there is a change of sign. Whenever there is a change of sign, then only you should be careful, because at that time the formula will change. So whenever there is a change of sign, you calculate the new value. 14 again. Repeat the steps. 14 minus 4, 10. 10 minus 4, 6. 6 minus 4, 2. Again 2 minus 2, minus 2. Again change of sign, change of formula, it will be 14. 14 minus 4, 10. So this is one way to remember, one way to cross verify if you are if you are going somewhere wrong. So positive means increase it with 1 only. So initially it was 20, 10. 10 will become 11, 12. So but when it is negative means keep the previous number as it is, 12. So again 14. 14 means positive. So 13, 14, 15, 16. Again negative. Negative means keep the previous number as it is. After that 17, 18. So this is one way, one trivial way to remember the plots, or without any calculations also you can do this. But as per the algorithm, you should calculate those points, especially pk. So if you are able to plot that pk correctly, from that itself you can, if you calculate that pk correctly, you can easily find the x of k or x of k plus. It is a decision factor, it will only decide that whether it is 12 or whether it is 11, whether it is 13 or whether it is 14, like that. So that's all. So one way to remember this. So points to remember: be careful whenever the sign changes, because whenever the sign changes, the formula will change. So that is the place where some part of the students, or some students, will go wrong. So whenever there is a change of sign, they won't see, they, it will be of the mindset that the same formula will be, they will be using the same formula and they'll be plotting that. But whenever the sign changes, they should keep that in mind, that's all. So if you consider this point, you can easily draw this algorithm. So any doubt in this, any doubt in this algorithm, any doubt? Yes or no? Is that,
No,
is
sir.
no, right? So one thing is, you follow the steps, that's all. One thing is, in the first phase, see, delta x, delta y, all these simple calculations, you write it somewhere. So what you do means, on the rough sheet itself, you write, where is that one? On the rough sheet somewhere, you just write it. On the rough side, you write it delta x, delta y value. Then the difference between 2 times delta y, 2 times delta x. You calculate delta x, delta y, 2 times delta y. And for this formula, P naught you'll only calculate once, so that you can directly write it here itself. P naught will be, that will be a starting value. So after this, so you write this somewhere, somewhere difference. This 2 times delta y, 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x, you note it somewhere. In our example, it was minus 4. So every time I was subtracting with minus 4. And this delta y you would have already calculated. So it will be easy for you. Based on the previous term, you can calculate the delta, the pixel for the next term. So um, keep these formulas, that's all. See, one only difference is here, whenever the value of x is greater, like pk is greater than 0, you're subtracting with 2 times delta x, that's all, you're adding that extra. So one thing is, you should understand that whenever pk is greater than 0, the value will keep on decrementing. Once it is in negative, again it will move to the positive quadrant. That depends on the difference also. So if you keep that in mind, you can solve this. So um, practice one some, I think I'll give some example. You try to solve that. You take it as x1 as some 15 comma 15 comma, um, which plot shall I give? 15 comma 25, 15 comma 25, and this point. So the difference should be y by x now. y by x. Y by x means I'll just calculate 34, okay, 34. So 34 minus 25 will be 9. Here also I'll add it just 10 numbers to it, 25 comma 34. So 25 minus 15, 10. So it will be 0.9. Slope will be 0.9. Okay, you calculate this. So for this point, x naught, y naught, and x1, y1, you calculate this points. You calculate this table. You generate this table. You generate this table using this algorithm. You generate this table. And you just let me know what is the p naught value. So even you can get it from here only. So you just generate this table for the points which are given, for the points which are mentioned in this. 1 second. For this points, 15 comma 20 and 25 comma 34. For this points 15 comma 20 and 25 comma 34, calculate the line generation algorithm using this Bresenon's thing. Calculate the plots and you just send me the answers. You just send me the answers in the class group, so that you can take it as an homework. Any of the last hour is free now. You calculate those points, you solve this problem, and you just send me the answers. You don't copy it from someone, solve it on your own. It is easy to solve, so that if in the examination if they ask, you can solve this. So in the lab also, one algorithm is there, one program is there regarding this resonance line drawing algorithm only. We will ask you to plot there, so it will be useful. It will be useful everywhere. So for these points called 25 comma 34 and 15 comma um, 15 comma 25, right? So this is 15 comma 25. So for this point 15 comma 25 and 25 comma 34, you generate a plot. You just generate that table. So again I'm telling, x naught, y naught is 15 comma 25, and last x end, y end, it is 25 comma 34. So for these 2 points, you just calculate this line drawing algorithm, and I want the table. You just draw that table and you just send me that. I'll just check the table. I want this plot to be done. So this will be your homework. You just do that in the last hour and you just send me the answers in the class group itself. Okay, I'll stop the class. Any doubts regarding today's class? Yes or no? Any doubts? Understood with this concept? Any doubts with respect to this? Any doubts? So you should respond. I'm telling this from the class 1 itself. Amulya, any doubts? Fayaz? I should pick the participants then if you're not responding. Chandaswini, Chetana, whether you understood the problem, how to solve the problem using resonance line drawing algorithm, given 2 points. Gunda Venkatesh. Okay, I will stop the class now. You solve that one. You solve that and send me that.